It's Sick Boy from the Gaminganarchist Collective, and wow, Konami managed to do it. They genuinely managed to fuck up one of the most wanted games of the whole fucking year. Now, not with regards to sales, not with regards to reviews. The game is being well received generally, it's getting fantastic reviews, it's selling tons, but you still managed to fuck it up. Certainly in the eyes of me, as a long-term fucking fan. So before I go off on this little rant, let me just preface my little, play my little MGS fanboy card here. Okay, so, 1 on the PlayStation 1. 2. 3. 3 in HD. 4. Ground Zeroes. Collector's Edition, Phantom Pain. HD Collection. Legendary Collection. And Revengeance. I am a massive fucking dweeb for this series. Massive fan of it. Have been since I came across the PS1 version in 1999 and have been hugely into this series ever since. Now, I don't give a shit about the reasons you don't like it. I don't care. I fucking love this game series. I'm pissed the fuck off, and as a major fan, okay, this has fucked me off because I bought the collector's edition. I pre-ordered it because I thought, you know what, I don't pre-order, but I am sure that the game is going to be good enough for me as a fan of the series to want to buy it. And I reordered the collector's edition and I had the money, so I thought, you know what, I'm going to do this as a very rarity to get hold of that copy that you can't get otherwise. You had to pre-order it fucking ages in advance. I enjoyed Ground Zeroes for what it was, the size of the demo. I thought, right, they scale this up an X number of times. Fucking fantastic. That's worth a buy for me. So I did it. And with that came a second disc. Okay, not available in any other edition of the Phantom Pain. Stuck it in just now. What did I find? The uncompleted actual ending of the Phantom Pain. I didn't watch the whole video, because it's spoilers and I haven't finished the fucking game yet. Suffice to say, this fucking game isn't finished. Now, people were talking about rumours that there was going to be a third area. Yes, there was. An entire fucking jungle swamp. An entire jungle swamp which is being ruled over by a teenage liquid snake. It looked like a proper ending that would bring the story, this would be bringing the story right round to Metal Gear 1. And tie it in, of course, to Metal Gear Solid. Holy fucking shit. I've just realised I didn't bring out my copy of Twin Snakes. I've also got a copy of Twin Snakes. Jesus fucking Christ, Capcom. How can you shit on people? That, you know, if you cut this ending out, I could have forgiven you if you went under the radar and went, right, this is the ending, cut the content, release it as is. But the fact that you released it exclusively to the collector's edition, so that people who forked out the money, people like me who really into the series and was sure on the grounds that the Fox engine was performing well with Ground Zeroes that I would want to buy Phantom Pain. Then of course all the microtransaction bullshit came out and I thought, do you know what? I just won't pay for the microtransactions. That pisses me off. I just won't give you any money for the microtransactions. I'll still play the game. And I am enjoying the game, despite the fact that there are some issues I have with it that most reviewers aren't really picking up. They're not major issues, but for example, you're logging in, you log into the fucking iDroid, what happens? You try and go in the development menu, it takes fucking forever to load menus because of your fucking poxy online access. Thanks for that, guys. That's fucking lovely. I cannot believe that you would cock slap your fans like this. I don't know if anyone bought this edition, put it in and felt gratified that they got the special secret ending that should have completed the series. But you added it with cutscenes that are about 30% complete and voiceovers were all done. Obviously the area wasn't fully rendered and what have you, or the final rendering wasn't done, so you cut it out. Konami, how much... I know you're done. You're done with gaming. You're done with AAA gaming. Clearly, you are fucking done with it. You clearly don't give a shit anymore. You haven't given a shit for a while. But I cannot fucking believe that you didn't allow your essential swan song as a AAA publisher to just be a fart instead. This should be something beautiful that you could have walked away from Capcom to Konami and gone, do you know what, Konami? You fucked up. But at least you finished this game series. At least we got a conclusion. At least it was well-rounded. Thank you for actually going through and allowing us to have this contained series of games. But Oh fucking no. You couldn't do that, could you? You couldn't know the game. You knew the game was going to fucking sell. You couldn't have thrown a couple more million into development to make sure the game was completed. Even if it cut into your fucking profits, you should have some sense to know that when you're doing a send-off to one of the most iconic game series of the last 30 fucking years, what you do not do is shit the bed. I'm really sorry for those guys who bought the normal edition of the game and wanted to see it. And then, you know, the only way they're going to see this is they can find it on YouTube. I'll link in the description field. Someone's uploaded the video itself. Again, not going to watch it. Spoilerific for me at the point that I am in the game. But so that if you have completed the game, you can at least see the representation and the storyboard and the little bit of animation that seems to be making up this true ending of the game. Unbe-fucking-leavable. Unbe-fucking-leavable. Jesus fucking Christ. I'd already said I was done with Konami after this game. That this was going to be it. This is going to be the last thing I'm ever going to buy of theirs. Too fucking right, this is the last thing I ever buy of theirs. Seriously, unless you come out with some magical fucking Silent Hill game or a fantastic Castlevania game and you stop acting like cockbags, knock off this microtransaction shit, knock on this online login via the fucking menu in the single player only game. Yeah, I know it has a multiplayer component, but you shouldn't have to fucking log into your servers just to open the menus. I know you can do it offline, but just... you bunch of fucking dildos. Why? You just don't give a shit anymore. That's clearly the case. And I don't give a shit about you anymore. The only thing you had holding me onto you financially was my enjoyment of the Metal Gear series. And you fucked that. I'm going to take away that series and enjoy it for what it is. And I'm going to watch that video at the end and realise, take it as canon and know that I've got the full story in my head. But fuck you. Fuck you for pissing on a massive narrative experience, and you remove the last fucking chapter of it. You bunch of fuckwits. Anyway guys, thanks for watching. Catch you guys later.